All right, counsel.
Judge, when this originally was sent down to the staff on the second floor,
Mhm.
they put in the number of days for the order, which is 45 days.
Mhm.
And that's not long enough for us to even get a license back from DPS. So we're wanting to just amend it to enlarge the period of time.
So you want to extend it for a year?
That's the period of time of the suspension.
No, I mean, so it was for 45 days
Right, that's what it.
and now you want it to be a year. I mean,
Right,
how
that's what
much
we had
time are you
requested
asking?
initially.
All right, if it was 45 days, that's what you all had agreed upon, or did someone change?
No, no, we don't have anything to do with that.
All right, could I see the original motion on this, please? If y'all are able to. All right, if you bring the original for me, I'll review it.
Okay,
All right.
let me take that with me.
All right, who's here on Alvo?
This is a civil one. You would.
Wants to approach.
Yes, Mr. Tucker, come down. Hello,
Good morning, Your Honor.
good morning.
Just to let the court know, we're gonna be pleading true to condition number 2 going open to the court
All right.
with the explanation.
All right. Court is calling 2023 CR 4059, State of Texas versus Alvo Lafayette Tucker III. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state,
Jason Garrett, Your Honor.
for the defense?
Michael DeLeon for Mr. Tucker.
And are you Mr. Tucker?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
All right. Did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Are you the same Alvo Lafayette Tucker III who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2023 CR 4059 for the offense of burglary of a habitation force on June 20th, 2023 for a period of 8 years? Is that you?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, state, which allegations are you proceeding on?
On violating condition number 2 at the top. Your Honor.
Yes.
On or about the 4th day of August 2023 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant Alvo Lafayette Tucker III, the defendant may or failed to submit his best testimony as directed by the court officer, supervision officer, and or duly authorized agent of the court in violation of condition number 2.
How do you plead to that, true or not true?
True, Your Honor.
We'll waive the remaining violated conditions.
All right, did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 2, the court could find it true, grant the motion, sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 2?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find violation of condition number 2 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
No, there is not, Your Honor.
State, what are you requesting?
We're requesting adjudication and revocation.
All right, defense, what are you requesting?
Judge, we're asking that Mr. Tucker be placed back on deferred adjudication. I'd like to place him under oath so I can ask him some questions so we can enlighten the court with what's going on in his life.
All right, can you raise your right hand?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Alvo Lafayette Tucker III.
All right, defense.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Tucker, how are you employed right now?
I'm currently have my own lawn care service through a business partner. He has a successful roofing company.
Okay. How long you been doing that type of work?
Well, it's I've been doing this type of work for some years, but owning my own is still new, but it's successful as of now.
Okay. You got placed on deferred adjudication back, I think, in September of last year. Does that sound correct?
Yes, sir.
And can you tell the court what is going on that caused you to not report for the months of, I believe it was August and whatever the months we just talked about?
Yes, sir. Oh, at that time, I did not have a successful lawn care service. I was doing roofing, but it was by contract only. So if I made a sale, I would get paid. It wasn't like an everyday payout.
And why didn't you report?
I had a lot of things going on, places to live and just being ignorant, I guess. There's no other way around it.
I don't understand why not pick up the phone and call probation.
I didn't have a phone at the time. And I did reach out to, Ms. Smith several times. I've talked to her. I've went in, but I was never asked to submit a urine sample.
And how often did you report to probation,
Roughly.
roughly?
Whenever she would call, I would go in and report. I would report. I think it was just twice or something like that I missed. I'm not sure.
Okay, and if you were placed back on deferred adjudication, what assurances does the court have that you're gonna be actually following the rules of probation, reporting every month, doing what you're supposed to be doing? What has changed since last year?
Financially, I'm more capable of completing the payment out, and I know it's actually really serious. It's serious. I took it for granted, and I understand now the consequences that are against me. And if placed back on probation, I'm gonna make it my first obligation to take care of that and to see it through the end.
And how long have you been incarcerated for?
4 weeks.
4 weeks, okay. Anything else you want to tell the judge about why you should be placed back on deferred adjudication?
Well, just to see my business through that I just got going up and going, and get home to my family and complete this probation. My dad always told me God's never gonna put anything on me that I can't handle. I think I can handle it, and I'm ready to see it through. If you're willing, that I may do that.
I'll pass the witness, Your Honor.
State,
So what changed from September of last year to today?
Um,
Now can handle it because of you, they explained everything to you
yes,
about how to be on probation and what you
Yes.
got to do and the severity of facing 2 to 20 years. So what's the biggest difference?
well, the biggest difference is now I know I have a base income because I actually am in charge of what I can do and what to give.
So you're just saying your employment is the only difference from back in September of last year to today?
No, not just employment, just my mindset too. And
Your mindset now.
Yes, sir, the severity of the situation.
So your mindset wasn't correct last December when you didn't report, or January or February or March or April and May of this year that you didn't report. But now it's changed.
Well, it was set, but it's just sometimes I forgot or didn't just call in, but
And why did you forget?
I had other things going on. Probably was like on a roof or doing something.
That was more important.
Well, I can't say it was more important because this is very important. Yeah, I do understand that.
I mean, allegations are here that you also committed 2 other different crimes. You didn't stay true to that, but that's the allegations. That were you arrested for those 2 crimes?
No,
You weren't arrested for
No.
those? Okay. That they happened on January 14, 2024?
I'm thinking so, not sure.
No further questions, John.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Judge, lastly, Mr. Tucker, you talked about with the prosecutor that you're employed now, you have the ability to be employed,
Yes,
to make money, to do what you have to do on probation.
yes,
You were only on for a couple of months before, you didn't report, that type of thing.
so,
So once again, I just want to make sure you're clear with the court. What has changed that's going to allow you to be successful on your deferred? If you're placed back on deferred adjudication.
everything has changed. I'm just wanting to do the right thing and complete it out.
Anything else?
No, sir.
Okay. No further questions, Your Honor.
all right, any other questions? All right, this is what the court is gonna do. I'm gonna give you a choice. Here are your choices. 1, I can revoke you and I'll sentence you to prison for 3 years. You receive credit for any time served. 2, I will continue you, but you're gonna be found guilty. I'm revoking your deferred adjudication. And the revocation of your deferred adjudication is punishment. because you need to understand that you're not allowed to do whatever you want to do.
Correct.
So it will be a guilty conviction either way. But I'm not going to allow you to remain on deferred.
So,
Do you wish to speak to your attorney?
yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
All right.
Can we step back for a moment, Judge?
Yes.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
You said you were gonna call him.
I have called him. I'm just waiting for him to text me back. So it's going to happen today.
I would.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Connor, is your intern in today?
Yes. James, this is John.
Judge, we have an answer for you, Mr. Tucker.
All right, if you all will come forward. We're back on the record and 2023 CR 4059. Mr. Tucker, have you had a chance to confer with your attorney
Yes, ma'am, I did.
and Mr. Dillion?
Judge, we want to take the option that puts him back on probation. He believes he will be successful on that and wants that opportunity. We'd ask the court to potentially put him on for probation for the next 40 years. Up to the court, of course.
All right. This is what the court is going to do. Court is finding violation of condition number 2 true. The court will find you guilty. The court will sentence you to 10 years in the prison. State any input as to the length of probation?
Judge, state of your recommendation.
All right. And defense, I know you're recommending 2.
4, Judge.
I'm sorry, 4.
Reasonable.
All right. Court will sentence you to 10 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 10 years. Of course, if everything is completed, then you can always come back to the court. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. There's to be regular random UAs. Proof of employment within 30 days. No employment as a home health care provider with minors. He's to do the trauma assessment. I see that was what was recommended. That's to be done in custody. Transfer to Victoria County.
Is that correct? Where do you live in Berry County?
I'm gonna live in Bear County.
All right.
I live here.
All right, then no transfer to Victoria County. There's to be no contact with the complainant.
Yes, ma'am. Excuse me.
Oh, I'm sorry, State, you may be excused. There's to be field visits. 1 time per month. For 3 months. And that'll be after release from GPS. And GPS, that will be partial
Yes, ma'am.
for employment. And that will be through work release. And I'll ask that fees are waived. So on GPS, you're only allowed to work and report to your probation officer. That is it.
Yes, ma'am.
You're not allowed to go to the grocery store. You're going to have to do Uber Eats or whatever else, or have somebody else do it for you. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, probation. Is there anything else?
How long is the GPS, Judge?
We're going to do GPS for 90 days. And
Judge?
then after, yes.
We be asking for a no contact order with Target and Live Oak.
All right, there's to be no contact with Target. Do you say Target in Live Oak or the Target in Live Oak?
Target and Live Oak.
All right. What we're going to do is you're just not able to go to Target.
Right. I can't go anywhere anyway, remember?
Or as people say, Target. So there's to be no contact with Target. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
All right. And then there will be GPS for the 90 days. And then probation, after those 90 days are up, then you can start the home visits if you choose. All right, is there anything else?
No, Judge.
All right, did you review the trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it? You have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you were in deferred adjudication. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
All right, we can go off the record. I don't do zero tolerance. Either you're gonna do right or you're not.
I understand.
Do not come back here. If you come back here, you're looking at a maximum of 10 years in the prison. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You had better make sure that you report when you're supposed to report. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Sure.
Appreciate it.
I like you a lot, but I'm not gonna see you again in here.
Okay, all right, thank you.
Have a blessed, fourth.
All right, thank you. You too. Okay, awesome. No, have I already heard the case?
No, I just know you wanted to talk to him.
Oh, no. All right, thank you. All right, your client will be zooming in shortly.
Today?
Yes,
Okay.
all right.
You want the prosecutor that signed off on
Oh,
that?
sure, have him come up.
That's Jordan Brown. I'll give him a call.
Yeah, see if he can come down.
No, I've got his number.
Okay, awesome. Everyone, it is 11. The court is recessing at 12, not 12:01 or 12:05, 12. Mr. De Leon, are you done with us for today?
I believe so, Judge. I have to run to 144th.
Oh, well, hey, the 4th is upon us. I always tell people, do not hold firecrackers in your hand.
Bad idea.
You know, they have a commercial out now where somebody is trying to light one of those, I guess, the rocket things.
Mhm.
And then the guy leans over it saying, oh my gosh, I don't understand why this isn't working. So let's not do any of that.
Yes.
I don't even think they have the black hats. Do they still sell the black hats? I remember you would light those. You're supposed to, and people would hold it in their hand and then throw it.
No,
Tell me about it.
all the gunpowder makes your clothes stink, hair stink.
And then the snake one didn't do what it was supposed to do. Yes, that's all. And then I could never hold the spark. How do people hold the sparklers? Because it burns. Yes, it
When it
does.
gets real close. It's hot.
Yeah, I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Well, have a good one.
You too, Judge.
Take care of the pool.
I sure will.
Yes.
I got his voicemail. I don't know whether anybody's still there.
Oh, that's okay. Well, I mean, you can just put on the record your client. Let me see if this is the person. Norma, we have a R Guadalupe. All right, if y'all will unmute at the annex and we'll take the matter up on Raylan Cabrera. All right, they're on the screen. We're just waiting for them to unmute. We will get it done before 12.
I don't know whether you were aware that I had radiation treatment for cancer back in 2019.
No.
We thought it was gone.
Mhm.
2 weeks ago, I was told that I had to start another series of radiation treatment at 2 o'clock each afternoon. So
Oh, well, we're gonna get you there. Mom and I, of course, are gonna be sending prayers, but it's gonna be fine. Yeah.
Oh, come
Oh,
on.
and they have your person.
they have somebody there.
Hi, on Raylan Cabrera.
That is my client.
Hi, all right, we're gonna go on the record. Court is calling 2023 CR 8162, State of Texas versus Raylan Cabrera for defense.
John Young for the defense.
And for the state,
Jason Garrett.
and are you Miss Cabrera?
Yes, ma'am.
Any objections to the defendant appearing by Zoom?
I'm sorry,
Any objections to the defendant appearing by Zoom?
No, Your Honor.
State any objections? All right, we're here for a request for a bail reduction. This is from the 399th District Court, Judge Castro's court. Judge Castro is alternate presiding. I am presiding. And so, counsel, my understanding is that you spoke to the prosecutor there. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor. I went to his office and spoke to Jordan Brown. He and I discussed the facts of the case and the bond and how if she was remanded without bond. He actually recommended a lowering of the bond to $1,000 from the $5,000 that I had requested. I agreed with that. And so it is an agreed request for a bond to be set at $1,000.
All right. All right, state you may be excused. Thank you. Ms. Cabrera, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand. State your name for the record.
Raylan Jade Guadalupe Cabrera.
All right. I just have a few questions to ask of you. The first question is, have you had any type of mental health diagnosis?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Have you ever seen a doctor for any type of mental health issues?
No, ma'am.
Have you ever used any type of controlled substances? By that, I mean alcohol, marijuana, any type of drug issues?
No, ma'am.
All right, if you were released, who would you be staying with?
My mother.
Right. And counsel, what is the charge on this case?
It's an evading arrest for the vehicle, Your Honor.
All right. All right, then the court will agree to your bond of $1,000. And there's to be no driving.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, counsel, is there anything else?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
All right. All right, Ms. Cabrera, they'll probably release you at midnight, so you'll have to coordinate with someone to pick you up. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you.
Raylan, I'll contact your mother.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, Mr. Young.
Thank you.
Are you gonna take that to the?
Yes.
Can you put this on there, so when they update it, they have to put the result is the DA and then the court reporter.
Okay.
All right, John, take care of yourself. All righty.
Sorry.
All right, Orlando Medellin.
Yes, Judge President.
Oh, come down. All right, counsel, where are we on discovery?
In relation to the possession case, Judge, I was able to peruse the merit pick from the district attorneys. It seems to be intact. On my end, I was trying to access it yesterday. It was undergoing maintenance.
Okay,
But at this point, that seems good. The issue is, Judge, I believe with the court's permission, if I can be placed on his burglary case.
yes.
And then I will need to review that discovery in addition to his possession case to get a better handle on the case, Judge.
Okay,
I wanted to see if we can do a 2-week reset to July 16th on this.
yes.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, can we recall this back on July 16th? All right, we'll come back on July 16th. Do you have any questions?
No, ma'am. Thank you
All
very
right,
much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Judge.
Have a good holiday.
All right, you too.
Attorney, what is-
CR 1225, State of Texas versus Natasha Morgan. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state,
Andrew Harris Sadelman.
for the defense?
Peter Calderola standing in for Mr. Humberto Saldana for
Yeah.
Miss Morgan.
And are you Miss Morgan?
Yes, ma'am.
All right,
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor.
all right.
I got a little sore throat because the air conditioner over there in my dorm in 2 Bravo is freezing cold, and I'm sorry, my voice is a little hoarse. I wasn't talking to nobody, Your Honor. I respect the judge. My mother was Air Force pilot, 97286, even though I broke the law before. I apologize.
Oh, your apology is,
To a lot.
your
Several
apology is
months.
accepted.
It's horrible conditions.
Yeah. All right, so here is my question. Defense, have you had a chance to confer with her? She said that she was hearing, well, hearing voices or,
I take medication. I take Geodon.
all right, and do you
Yes.
believe she's currently competent?
I do so believe, Judge. I did speak with Mr. Saldana and he expressed that his intention to go forward with this plea and Ms. Morgan's intention to go forward.
All right, Ms. Morgan, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
My name is Natasha Elizabeth Malloy Morgan, Your Honor.
All right, so this attorney is standing in for Mr. Cabanas. Do you have any objection to this attorney standing in?
No, ma'am, Your Honor.
All right, have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report state?
No, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. And we'll continue after the state has reviewed.
Yes.
All right, any objections to the PSI report?
No objection.
State any objections?
No, Your Honor.
All right, anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Not at this time, Judge.
All right, Ms. Morgan, if you were released, where would you be living?
I was gonna go to the Hayden, while you was gone on vacation, I seen Judge Han, I believe her name is, on May the 17th, Your Honor. And she had asked me the same question that you asked me.
All right, that would probably be Judge Her.
I'm sorry, I knew it was
No problem.
H.
All right, so with regards to your mental health issues, do you have a doctor that you see when you are not in custody?
No, I'm gonna roll in the Medicaid Superior and Amcon Insurance. They have Central Meds up there, but they have Center for Health down the street that they have a psychiatrist there that will be available to give me my psychiatric medication. You know, release if you decide that it's in your favor, in your judgment to release me on the 10 years of probation, plea of agreeable bargain. Yes, ma'am.
All right, and state you may be excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, the court is going to sentence you to 10 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 10 years. There's a $500 fine that will be probated. She's going to be on the MIC caseload,
Yes, Your Honor.
and that's based upon the evaluation that the court has seen. I'm going to ask for a trauma assessment, and I'm asking for that based upon what's in the PSI report. There's to be restitution, if any, to Jerry, Jeri Brown. I'm going to do a referral to Esperanza Court based upon what I've reviewed in the PSI report. If she's not accepted into Esperanza Court, then we will, that'll be the first one. If she's not accepted there, then we'll try felony drug court. The reason why I'm suggesting these, now, here's the thing. You have issues going on with you. I'm reading the PSI report. I've read the PSI report. I've seen your diagnosis. Going to Haven Hope is not the best place for you. You need a place where one, and these programs that I'm recommending to you, they're all outpatient programs, but you are going to be in custody for the weekend. Felony drug court and Esperanza Court, they will send someone over to interview you Monday or Tuesday. And if you're accepted in those programs, you'll probably be released on Wednesday, and you'll be released to be in their program. What I can tell you is Esperanza Court and Felony Drug Court, they'll be able to help you with housing. They'll be able to help you with any mental health issues, and that's what you need. You understand? All right. And they will do it by next week. It will be done. It's not going to be done. Well, there's still a strong possibility they may be able to see you this week, but because of the holiday, it may not be 100% this week, but definitely by the following week. And counsel, if it's not done by Tuesday of next week, just come back in and we'll have it brought over and I'll do something else.
Yes, Your Honor.
but you need to be open and honest with them. You understand? All right. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. There's to be regular random UAs. There's to be proof of employment or SSI within 45 days of release. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. Field visits, one time per month until proof of stable medication compliance. And a referral to Center for Healthcare Services. There's to be 200 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to order anger management. Once that's completed, the community service hours will be deemed satisfied. Probation, is there anything else she needs?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
I wanted to ask you, am I allowed to speak?
Sure, yes.
I don't understand, I've been in psychiatric care since the age of 9 years old, state of Oklahoma
Mhm.
and in Texas. And I just don't see how psychiatric, I mean, like everybody wants me to take medication, it seems like, for issues. That, you know, I did 20 years in prison, 12 years administration segregation. I hadn't been in trouble in 4 years. And 2 of them imprisonments was on false allegations. And then on this one, I mean,
Well, here's the thing. Let me explain something to you. So with regards to medication, if the doctor says you don't need medication, if the doctor says, she just needs therapy, then that's what we'll do. But what I'm reading in the TAP evaluation, it states that you're on medication at the jail.
yes,
So,
yes, ma'am, I do take the medication jail issues, but I do know within my rights as the state, I've been to Sasho, Chandler, Laurel Ridge, I've been to mental hospitals. Like I said, state of Oklahoma, my mother was military, I was myself in post Oklahoma. That's court order, I mean, like medication, I don't use drugs or alcohol or anything
well,
like
this is what I can tell you.
Yes, ma'am.
Legally, with medication, if you choose not to take the medication, what's going to end up happening is you may or may not decompensate. If you decompensate and become incompetent, they are probably going to take you into custody because this is considered a violent offense. And then they will seek to help you regain competency. And if they determine that medication is what will make you become competent and you choose not to take it, it will go before a judge. And then when it goes before that judge, they'll have a hearing on whether or not medication is to be forced.
So what do you?
And here's the thing, you'll have an attorney to represent you at that hearing. I'm just giving you these rules and I give people conditions. You have a choice. You can follow them or not follow them.
Yes, ma'am.
That is completely up to you.
Yes,
And of course, there are consequences when we make certain choices. I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yeah, sorry.
Did you review that with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am, I just must have signed this on May 17th.
All right. And did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor.
All right, good luck to you. If you need anything, just let the court know. All right, could I see, sir, thank you.
Maybe excuse me.
Yes.
Have a safe flight, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Sergio Barrera. All right. All right, Mr. Sergio Barrera. We're gonna go on the record. Court is calling Nightbag number, excuse me, counsel. She needs to take a seat.
Yes, sir.
And no talking behind the court reporter. All right, court is calling Nightbag number 748802, State of Texas versus Sergio Barrera. Are you Sergio Barrera?
Say,
Yes.
All right, we have an interpreter here. Could you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm you will faithfully translate from English into Spanish and Spanish into English, so help you God?
I do, Your Honor.
All right, you can lower your hand if you'll state your name for the record.
Carmen Tarragona Sáez.
All right, and Mr. Barrera, could you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give would be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, state your name for the record.
Sergio Barrera.
Sergio Barrera Cantú.
All right, Mr. Barrera, the court has received a violation report. This is the first violation report the court has received from you. This is what the court is going to order. You are to continue with no alcohol use. The ignition interlock will remain. And I'm adding DUI, DWI education course. I'm going to ask that the fees be waived. And I'm going to order 120 sober meetings in 120 days. All right, do you need anything else to remain clean and sober?
No.
All right, thank you. Make sure you report to your pretrial services officer, Ms. Money Lawrence. Do you understand?
Okay.
All right, thank you. Thank you. It's always great seeing you. You're looking beautiful. 2020 CR 4844, State of Texas versus Frank Ruiz. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state,
Jason Garahan, Your Honor.
for the defense?
Alfonso Otero on behalf of Mr. Ruiz. Good morning, Judge.
Good morning. And are you Mr. Ruiz?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Are you the same Frank Aaron Ruiz III who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2020 CR 4844 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance penalty group 1 less than 1 gram on October 6, 2020 for a period of 2 years? Is that you?
Yes.
State?
Yes, Your Honor, violating condition number 5, in Bexar County, Texas, the defendant Frank Aaron Ruiz III did in there failed to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of April and May 2021 in violation of condition number 5.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
True? All right, state,
Yes, Your Honor, we'll waive the remaining violated condition.
any objection?
No, Judge.
Did you understand by pleading true to a violation of condition number 5, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 5?
Yes.
Court will find violation of condition number 5. True, is there a proposed agreement?
There is, Your Honor.
Yes.
Is adjudicate guilt, revoke the individual's probation, sentence him to 10 months in state jail. So
Is that the agreement?
Yes, Judge.
Mr. Ruiz, are you asking the court to follow that agreement?
Yes.
Are you waiving your right to appeal?
Yes, I guess so.
All right. No, not I guess so. Either you are or you're not. Do you want the court to follow this agreement?
Yes.
All right, the court will find you guilty. The court is going to revoke. As previously stated, the court is finding violation of condition number 5 true. Court will sentence you to 10 months in the state jail facility for any time served. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, we can go off the record. You're going to find out in your life that the choices we make, sometimes they come back to haunt us. You had a chance on deferred adjudication, which would have meant no conviction. Now you have a felony conviction. You understand?
Yes.
Do better. Good luck to you.
Thank you. I have seen.
Who's here on John Paul Pena? Good morning. Where's he? Come forward.
Oh, wait, to the arrow as well?
Kyle Simpson.
All right, what is happening with this case?
Judge, we have an offer, he conferred, he's doing a couple things that I've asked him to do. We'd like to be able to move to the next setting.
All right, how old are you?
I'm 36 years old now.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, call this to at the end of July for a plea deadline date. All right, your plea deadline date is July 29th.
Thank you.
All right, once you sign the reset form, you're excused. And Deputy Laura, is everything else taken care of? All right, thank you. Who's here for Axel Ramirez?
Judge, your attorney's not here. No, he's with them.
Morning, Judge.
Good morning.
Um,
All right, so when will Mr. Maurer be here?
I can put it in the file.
No, I mean, it's going to be referred to Judge Mesa.
Have a seat over there and-
Yes. Just have a seat. All right, so what we're going to do is Norma,
Yes, ma'am.
find out if Robert Maurer can be here today. If he can, then it's going to be referred to Judge Mesa. Just have a seat.
okay.
Touch the arrow, sir.
Are you Mr. Parker?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any objections to this attorney standing in for Ms. Green?
Oh, wow.
All right, Counsel, in each of the cause numbers, have you received all the discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Judge.
In each cause number, the court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Are there any applications?
No, Judge, I'm sorry.
In each cause number, did you review what's entitled True Bill of Indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment in each cause number? State, in the cause number ending in 4655B, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Your Honor.
And the cause number ending in 4656B, are you 4655, are you proceeding as presented?
Yes, Your Honor.
And the case number ending in 4657A, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Your Honor.
And the cause number ending in 4658, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, in each cause number, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do, Judge.
Mr. Parker, in each cause number, did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
In each cause number, did you understand you're charged with the offense of burglary of a building with intent to commit theft?
Yes, ma'am.
In each of those cause number, the range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Wow.
In each cause number, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by entering these pleas, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into pleas in each of these cause numbers?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, in each of the cause numbers, has your client been able to provide you with a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
Yes, he's been able to assist in his defense, and I believe he's competent to enter all of these pleas.
And do you believe he was sane at the time of the offense?
I do.
Mr. Parker, in each of these cause numbers, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
In each cause number, the court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. In each of the cause numbers, did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Wow.
In each of the cause numbers, according to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 18 months in the state jail facility. The cases will run concurrently. State will take in consideration JN 2169032, 2177757, 21. Yeah. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
And there are no applications. Counsel, is that the plea?
It is, Judge.
State, is that the plea?
It is, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
There have not.
Then to each of the cause numbers, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
No contest.
No contest.
State, any evidence?
Contained in exhibit 1 and attachment in each case, Your Honor.
Any objections?
No, Judge.
State, you may be excused. Did you review in each of these cause numbers the document entitled waiver and consent to stipulation of testimony and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there will be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
In each of the cause numbers, the court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. Sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. And the cause number ending in 4655B, the court will sentence you to 18 months in the state jail facility. Give you credit for any time served. This will run concurrent with 2024 CR 4657A, 2024 CR 4658, 2024 CR 4656B. Take in consideration JN number 2169032, 217757.
Judge, I have one thing on all these cases that I want to address with the court.
Yes.
Mr. Parker's Second Amendment motion to revoke was filed on January 9th. On January 25th, he was sentenced on his motion to revoke to 8 years in case number 2022 CR 6496. These offenses occurred on
I'm sorry, 2022 CR.
6496. These offenses occurred on January 7th, as alleged in the MTR, the second amended MTR in that case. And I don't know if they were just too new, but they were not addressed, even though one of them was alleged in the second amended motion. In fact, that's the only allegation in the second amended motion. They were not addressed when he was sentenced on January 25th, and therefore we'd ask the court to consider running all these cases concurrent with 2022 CR.
All right, it'll be run concurrent with 2022 CR 6496, and there's to be no contact with Samuel Joseph Albert. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it, and did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And counsel, you need to sign the acknowledgement of discovery. All right, and the cause number ending in 4656B. The court has reviewed states exhibits 1 and attachments. The court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Court will follow your agreement, sentence you to 18 months in the state jail facility, give you credit for any time served. This will run concurrent with the following cause numbers: 2024 CR 4655B, 4657A, 4658. And also it will run concurrent with 2022 CR 6496. Taking consideration JN number 2169032 and 217757. I'm sorry, that's 217757.
Will it also run concurrent with the 2022-6496?
I've already said
I'm
that.
sorry, Jeff.
No problem.
A lot of numbers going around.
And also in that case, there's to be no contact with Jodeci, Canal, Clayton, and Samuel Joseph Albert. Did you review the trial court certification of defendants' rights to appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because it's a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we're proceeding in cause number ending in 4656. I'm sorry. We're proceeding in cause number ending in 4657A. The court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Court will sentence you to 18 months in the state jail facility. Give you credit for any time served. This will run concurrent with 2024 CR 4658, 4655B, 4656B, 2022 CR 6496. Taking consideration JN number 217757, 21699032. There's to be no contact with Samuel Albert. All right, did you review trial court certification of defendants' rights to appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it? Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we're going to proceed in the cause number ending in 4658. Court is finding there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Court will sentence you to 18 months in the state jail facility. Give you credit for any time served. This will run concurrent with 2024 CR 4656B, 4655B, 4657A, 2022 CR 6496. Taking consideration JN number 21699032 and 217757. There's to be no contact with Samuel Albert. All right, did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendants' Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. You're gonna have to make decisions in your life. Do you want to be institutionalized for the rest of your life? Do you want to spend your days counting calendars at the prison or at the jail while someone tells you constantly what you can and cannot do? These are your choices. Do you understand?
Yeah.
All right, good luck to
Judge,
you.
If I may, I should have asked it. Jenny, I'm sorry. I was,
All right, did you, counsel, have you received all the discovery?
We have, yeah,
Did you review it with your client?
I have, yes.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Cipriano,
Yes, ma'am.
I'm adding syllables to your name. Mr. Ciprian, did you review the document entitled Application for Community Supervision with your attorney?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
We are, Your Honor.
Mr. Ciprian, did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments and Defendants Waivers and Affidavit of Admonitions with your attorney? Did you understand? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you're charged with robbery? That's a second-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
I do.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, I do.
Mr. Cibrian, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter the plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 10 years in the prison. There's a $2,000 fine. State recommends community supervision. There's to be a restitution of $1,000 to Cavender's store. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense, is that the plea?
It is, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that there be no contact with Echo, Summerall, Sumeral, or the Cabinet store, that there be 200 hours of community service restitution and a TAP evaluation. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state, and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
State, any evidence?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you for making all of all this step.
All right, did you review that with, any objections?
No objection.
Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call and the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there will be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments. The court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Oh, we'd ask the court follow the agreement. Mr. Caribbean's father is been diagnosed with cancer and very aggressive with cancer. He wants to take care of it.
All right. So why are you stealing boots from Cabinet store?
It was just a bad decision at a bad time, just not in a mindset of mindset while I had bad, news with my dad. I had a lot of emotional things going.
So that transfer into you stealing.
It shouldn't, it's
My
not
father's ill, let me go steal some boots.
it's not an excuse for that, miss. I'm sorry.
All right, when's the last time you had employment?
Like maybe a month ago, well, it's been like 4 months now.
All right, have you ever used any drugs?
No, man. Or like I've done drugs, but I haven't done
What have you
recently.
done in the past?
Um,
And you notice my question was, have you ever used?
oh,
drugs?
yes, I have. Yes, ma'am. Sorry.
What?
Marijuana and, okay.
Anything else?
No, ma'am.
Do you have any children?
I have 4 kids.
What are their ages?
3, 8, 11, and 12.
And where are they now?
They're with, their mother.
Has Child Protective Services been involved?
No, ma'am.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. The court is going to find you guilty, sentence you to 10 years in prison, suspended and probated for 10 years, restitution of $1,000 and no contact with Cabinet Store and Echo Summerall, regular reporting by Zoom or in person, a $2,000 fine, probated, proof of employment within 20 days, no employment as a home health care provider or with minors, no unsupervised contact with minors, field visits, 1 time per month for 3 months. And I'm gonna want him to do CATS 1 and 2, their theft course. And we'll do a TAP evaluation out of custody. Follow recommendations of TAP. And 120 sober meetings in 120 days. And 200 hours of community service restitution. I'm gonna order parenting classes. Once he completes parenting classes, the community service hours will be deemed satisfied. Probation, is there anything else he needs? Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
No, ma'am.
All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. So here's the thing. Don't use your father's illness as an excuse to make bad choices.
Yes, ma'am.
You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, miss. I appreciate you.
All right, thank
Enjoy the
you.
rest of your week.
All right, thank you. All right, so guys, we will be back on Monday. Everybody.